Good evening, Speed Gaming 4, and welcome to this presentation of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. This is the championship bracket. We are in round 1. This is game number 2 between Dr. J, PhD on your left, and Thilotilo on your right. It was an interesting game 1 with Dr. J taking the win. How will game 2 go? Stay tuned to find out. I am JXB Adam. I am joined in the booth by Rapboy42, and on tracking, we once again have Cammy and Rinikai. Rapboy, how's it going this evening?
Oh, it's going excellent, Adam. How are you doing?
I just got done watching an amazing race between Dr. J, PhD, and Thilotilo, and I'm hoping that round 2 lives up to that first game.
Yeah, it was a great first race. Dr. J came out victorious, was a little more thorough, didn't leave any items behind. Tilo skipped a lot of items and tried to play aggressively for a bow and 9. Unfortunately, didn't work out for him, but could have been the way to win it.
That's right. And chat, is this even randomized starting on the start screen with the sword? I mean, sure, they've got a recorder, but still, Thilotilo getting a bomb force.
Yeah, and I mean, there was a candle in that cave, so something's randomized it. Ooh, and a nice max mid secret. Straight away.
Absolutely. We all know it's randomized. It's just the joke we always say.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dr. J did not get the first global bomb drop.
I've got chat saying I started with recorder in 1986. We're not talking about 5th grade over there. We're talking about in Z1.
And how nothing changes because kids still play it through school.
13 rupee bombs, a 64 rupee key, and an 81 rupee arrow. That's a good shop. Dr. J has found a take any, opting for a heart.
Yeah, that's a great shop close to start. And Tilo going to take the candle. All right, loading up the money early here. That's nice. So hopefully Dr. J will come across a candle shop soon. Be able to buy a candle since he took a heart out of the first take any.
Yeah, taking a heart after seeing a 40 rupee mid secret isn't terrible. And here's Thilotilo finding a second take any and opting for a heart.
Ooh,
Dr. J found the same take any and also opted for a heart. Will Death Armos contain anything good for us tonight?
Yeah, both runners gonna clear out some of the mob a bit here, make it a bit easier. A nice fairy for Thilotilo as well.
47 rupee meat, not a bad price, and Thilotilo bugs out the Armos, has to leave the screen and come back to get them to activate.
I hate when that happens.
So chat, we haven't seen dungeons yet. What's our first dungeon gonna be and what's our last dungeon gonna be?
Well, so it was 1 in the last game, right? So let's make 1 first. Nice, easy dungeon to start, hopefully.
I like how you say easy and hopefully, because we don't have any idea what's going to be in these dungeons, and I have not seen the overly difficult enemies on the overworld yet.
So far, Gorillas, Moblins, and Tektites.
Oh my.
Don't know what the 4th one is yet, I don't think, but
we do have a 3rd medium secret. Last race we saw purchases of blue rings. Are the runners thinking the same thing here?
I would think, as long as the small and large secret aren't completely awful, I think it's definitely on the cards with this much money already. And there's another one. All the mediums straight away.
So, chat has a question. How does it happen that the Armos don't come to life and they have to reset the screen? So that is actually a great question. It has to do with the randomizer, and when the Armos screen, I believe, has 8 or more sprites, and you try to activate the Armos all get frozen. Somebody with more knowledge of the internal workings of Zelda 1 can definitively say that, but that's how I believe it's happening.
Ah, interesting. I didn't know that either. I just know that every once in a while I go to turn them on and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, randomizer glitch. I guess I could have explained it that way, but boy, that's less wordy than I like to do.
Oh, all right, level 2.
So level 2, not quite a level 1 start, but it's still a smaller dungeon.
And it's definitely a shape.
So we have shapes first half. Which enemies will we get some enemies to give away our second half?
Oh, little stoppage.
Looks like Dr. J is pretty frozen. Looks like Thilotilo is very frozen. This is just how it sometimes.
Yeah, technology is great when it works.
So chat, are we having fun tonight? We have Dr. J back.
And just peeking into Tilo's personal stream. No enemies yet, but a bunch of Lamolas so far. Oh, but he did get a white sword and a heart in 2. So nice offensive upgrade straight away.
Yep. And we can see Tilo's stream back, and we definitely see that white sword, and they do definitely have one additional heart, continuing to get back closer to that Triforce.
Yeah, that's a great offensive upgrade early. All right, Dr. J whistling through the desert here. Nice when you start with the recorder or the power bracelet and get to write in the checks the first time you go through an area and don't have to double back as much.
Triforce out of level 2 for Tilo, and that's absolutely right, Rat Boy. And it even works for the raft, even if the raft only unlocks 2 lonely spots.
And I mean the 1Q4 isn't so bad to route in, but the East draft spot, it's awful to route in no matter when.
Chad is happy that they didn't see any of that too, but all of that too did happen, we promise. Here's level 3 for Dr. J.
All right, try and pirouette some doors here. We can go in all directions, which is nice. So we will be able to find the bomb that opens.
Yep. I was going to say, chat is pointing out that I should not assume their happiness. Very well, chat. Chat just pointing out that we didn't see any of level 2, and we find Dark Nuts in level 3.
That is a pink level 3.
I believe that palette is called Pepto-Bismol.
All right, Dark Nuts and Bunnies. Well, so far, if we want to do any combat in this 3, it's going to take a whole lot of sword swings. Oh, well, so we get our answer on what the back half is. That's Stalfo shooting it.
Stalfo is shooting swords?
Absolutely.
Chat, do you have your milk? Because we got cinnamon rolls tonight.
That just looks like a messed up version of 1Q3.
Yeah, that's glitchy 1Q3. Level 6 for Thilotilo.
Yeah, Grave Armos. So this will be the largest of the shape dungeons that we'll get today. Not really one that you're happy to find early, but at least dip a few rooms. See if you can find a free item, free Triforce.
That's right, and because the runners have started with the recorder, Triforces are not terrible. They allow the runners to get back to the dungeons to dig later should they choose to skip items.
Yeah, it makes the play to Triforce and Go a lot easier. Oh, nice. The Vires didn't roll up.
That's always a good thing. There is a blue banana on the floor in level 3. And we have chat calling level 3 the Chalice from Riddle of the Sphinx.
Tilo taking on a 4-headed Gleeok. White sword, so cuts the swings down in half. But 5 hearts still isn't a lot, but making really good work with the beams. Really nice job.
And there's your level 6.
That's not that big. And 3's pretty small. That makes me think that 4 and 5 are going to be relatively chunky as well.
So chat is saying an arcade cabinet. I would say it looks like one of those countercades, so like the little mini ones that sit on a counter.
Alright, Dr. J gonna clear out these bunnies, hoping for a stair item here. Is it? No.
We can confirm red Wizrobes have not rolled up. They may have rolled down to 3 hit points. With the white sword, we can't tell.
Alright, stair item for Dr. J. Just a heart, but good knowledge. So if he can pull the Triforce out, he'll be fully done in 3.
That's right. Thilotilo popping out in this room with a heart. So that's one of the items out of level 6 already. Both of our runners up to 6 hearts, which means when they find the white sword item, they will be able to pick it up.
Yep, and this is a tough room. I'm not even sure this is worth trying. If the Triforce is there, it's going to be ladder blocked. Oh, unless he wants to go north, I guess.
Yeah, I think he's clearing it out to open the shutter doors, but
yeah,
we're gonna find out.
Oh.
And there's a boomerang being used to stun the Digdoggler Diglets. And the Triforce out of level 3 for Dr. J. Dr. J done with level 3.
Yeah, that's nice. Nice and good early dig. Not great items, but good knowledge and got through it quickly, so yeah.
Yeah, that is not a nice room at all. Circle moat with red Wizrobes, painful.
Alright, we're gonna try once more. Probably get a candle boost, hopefully down to the first section. Oh, very nice.
Took a body bop. Candle purchase for Dr. J.
Yeah, and with that, already at 7 hearts, because of the extra take any heart instead of candle, and this 6 is just screaming to leave now.
And that's exactly what Thilotilo is doing. Dr. J has been exploring the any roads.
And it looks like Dr. J will come across 6 here in just a minute.
And I anticipate with even less compatibility than Thilotilo, Dr. J will probably leave faster, but we're going to find out.
Yeah, it's not the dungeon you want to find, and then when you find that it's infested with wizrobes, not an early dig that you want to make.
I certainly wouldn't argue with that. Level 6 always seems to have wizrobes. It seems like the game just does that.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to show up somewhere. And I don't know if it's better to have them in the small ones so that there's less rooms of chance of them, or the bigger ones where, you know, hopefully they're just spread out more. I think it's a lose-lose either way.
Yeah, wizrobes are definitely a lose-lose as far as I'm concerned. Though if I had to choose, I don't know where I would want them in my seeds. Maybe in another castle.
Yeah, put them in 9.
No, they're in level 10.
Okay, 9 and 10. I mean, they got to be in 2, right? So
Oh, I'm sorry, they've got to be in 2, so let me rephrase that. 10 and 11.
there you go. All right, Dr. J, good work with the boomerang to keep the Guria there. Now it has this blue wizrobe to take care of. All right. Thilotilo going through West DM, but a little bit of a stoppage there.
And red wizrobes have rolled vanilla. There's our map for level 4. Chat, what is level 4?
Yeah, and so this must be up in the corner of West Death Mountain. Oh, that's like a pretty free Triforce there.
Not a bad Triforce room. Free compass could have been very scary if this room had been, I don't know, 8 blue wizrobes.
Yep. So I think Thilotilo seeing more blue wizrobes below.
Oops.
Just gonna opt to grab the Triforce.
Yeah, Thilotilo meant to grab the bomb pack as well, but missed the sword swipe. Grab the Triforce instead.
Yeah, I mean, good to know if because he's down to 2, he could always pop back into that room and try and farm some bombs.
Yeah, it looks like chat is saying level 4 looks like a battleship. I saw gun turrets. I could see that being a battleship.
Yep, definitely.
And chat is pointing out that bombs are cheap, and the seed bombs indeed are cheap at 13 rupees for a 4-pack, but bombs that drop are free.
Yeah, and nice that shop with your arrows, your cheap key, and your bombs is not the rare shop, because we've seen at least 2 now. That's a very, very handy shop to have across Hyrule. Oh,
It's 2 rupees
well,
small secret.
I mean, the medium was so good, they couldn't give us a good small too, right?
So this seed's going to entirely hinge upon the large secret. Chat, will it be a good large secret or will it be a bad large secret?
Answer question, chat. Yep, the small rolls between 1 and 20, the medium 25 to 40, and the large 50 to 150.
Though it would be neat if the small secret could roll to 0 and it just says, "You get nothing. Good day, sir."
I think if that, I mean, even at 1, it makes me want to like track the secrets that I find rather than just Xing them out. Because if you know that sort of you're down to no good secrets left, then you can just stop trying to pick them up.
Question in chat, what do you feel like when you go into a secret and get 1 rupee? Well, I haven't raced before, so I can't tell you what it feels like in a race. But in my mind, it feels like I wasted a bunch of steps for 1 rupee.
I would second that. It just feels bad because you wasted the time.
Ooh, that's another message that would be good for a 1 rupee secret. You're not getting those 8 seconds back.
All right, Thilotilo finishing up some of the Lost Hills checks here.
Dr. J discovering that there is also a Patra here in level 6.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to get away from with only being able to take the 1 bot.
Yeah, Patra is everybody's favorite eyeball monster. And by everybody, I mean the members of chat. The runners certainly don't enjoy it. Also, if you're in chat and you run this game and you do enjoy Patra, please let me know.
As long as there's no Beamos, it's not my least favorite boss. That room right there is way worse than a Patra ever will be. All right, Dr. J still trying to stick it out here in this 6.
Yeah, I think this is the same strategy that was employed in the first game. It's interesting given how difficult the combat is here in level 6, but they also haven't found the Triforce, so they can't just whistle back.
Yeah, that's true. There's an any road. Actually, there's an any road at the transition, the east-west transition. So it wouldn't be too bad to get back to. But yeah, it just comes down to how much time are you spending early game.
And
Where
we
you
have a
might be able
heart
to.
for the Armos item.
All right, well, no shortage of hearts in the early game.
That's true. We are just a few hearts away from having having a chance to lift the magical sword.
Oh, they're a bit far away from 14.
Well, they have a chance at 10. I didn't say they had a good chance. Also, Thilotilo finding level 7 under a lake. Not the 1Q7 spot, but the 2Q3 spot.
So 2Q7 at 2Q3?
Correct.
And this dungeon gets a lot of hate. I don't mind 2Q7. 2Q8 is awful. 2Q7 seems to clear through pretty quickly, as long as the enemies aren't awful. Ooh, nice early find too for Thilotilo. Any key on the floor.
So that is a great find because all of a sudden key doors are not an issue. And we haven't seen muggers yet this seed, but we do see the heart and the stairs. So this level 7 is minus the Triforce's location super fast.
That's an item super room right there. And I mean, there will be two muggers in here, so we may get to see them, see what they're looking for sooner rather than later. Oh, and it's Wizrobes again.
Oh no, why did it have to be Wizrobes? Well, for the
Oh.
entertainment of chat, of course.
And so this is where I actually start counting. It's like, all right, this is dungeon number 3 with Wizrobes. So at most, it's two more.
Oh, I think you can actually get all the way to 5 dungeons with Wizrobes.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
even 6.
we saw. You can get to 5. Um, the split can go 5-4-3 or 4-3-3, something like that.
There's your
Uh,
muggers. Minus a bomb or minus 59 rupees. Thilotilo giving up the bomb.
ooh, I'm a little surprised by that.
Rewarded with a compass and another mugger. This time paying the rupees.
And that feels bad after you just got the any key. Um, that's when you're really hoping that they're asking for keys.
Chat pointing out this is what you guys get for having a kind overworld. I'm not going to argue with that. Kind overworld often means miserable dungeons.
All right, Tilo gonna have to shuffle this room, try and get that Gria back on this side.
Yeah, I think Tilo is looking for bomb drops.
Oh, was he?
He's out of bombs.
I just didn't know if he had already cleared that room or not.
He had not, but he also has the compass, so he knows where the Triforce is.
Oh, I guess I should just look up at his map, eh?
I don't know. I forget to do that all the time. It's okay.
And so it makes me think that Pole's voice are the common enemy because we did see them in was that 3 with the Dark Nuts? And we see them here with the Wizrobes. Nice fairy explosion.
That was a pretty neat fairy explosion. Ratboy, do you know what causes a fairy explosion?
So I believe it's just when you kill them all, like when you do a fairy, and you kill them all on the same frame, right?
Absolutely correct. And if you didn't know that, I was about to ask chat because chat's being somewhat quiet tonight. And I like to involve chat in the races because really we're here to entertain chat. And chat, are you entertained?
All right, little convoluted path in this 7 to get up to the left side of that top row.
Hooray. I was really worried for a second because I asked chat if they were entertained and there was like nothing for a minute. And a couple of yups and doing laundry. Doing laundry can be entertaining. Personally, I suggest you speed run it, do laundry percent. And obviously words are still hard.
One room away for Tilo. Dr. J still digging through. Is on the bottom half of this 6 now. Um, still slogging through, and I mean, even just rooms like this with wood sword, it is just so many sword swings to get through.
That's right. Tilo grabbing the Triforce out of level 7. They are leaving that lake behind, never to return.
Yeah, that feels good too to have a fully cleared out 2Q7 and know that you never have to go back. Hey, thanks for the raid, BBQ.
See, here on SpeedGaming, we make sure to let our raiders know that we appreciate them. and we make sure to let our runners know that we appreciate them. And the way we show our appreciation for our runners is we follow them. So chat, if you're not busy petting your dog who's sitting on your laundry, give our runners a follow. I'd say give our raiders a follow, but nah, let's give our runners a follow. Let's give our tracker a follow, and let's give Ratboy42 a follow. I believe Ratboy is in this tournament as well. How's that going for you, Ratboy?
Oh, I wasn't until yesterday. I got beat out by Jess in our game 2 yesterday.
Oh no. So does that mean that every time you see a recorder, you're going to take a moment to burn and bomb it?
Nah, I mean it's a handy tool. You don't always want her to get her way, right? No,
Well,
I mean, she's a great competitor. She played well, and she gets to move on and face Bogey. So I look forward to watching those matches in round 2.
so that'll be coming up in round 2. Thilotilo finding level 8 along the coast and seeing a heart as our coast item.
All right, so that's 2 out of our 3 free items on the overworld. We still don't know what the white sword item is yet.
Will it be the triple heart overworld? What say ye, chat?
And look at that, we get Dark Nuts instead as a change of pace.
We've got Magpie in chat voting for triple hearts. Does anybody else want to see triple hearts? What about you, Ratboy?
Let's see a raft. It feels worse than a heart.
Oh no, a recorder would feel worse than a heart.
Well, that's true, yeah. All right, level 5 for Thilotilo.
Level 4 for Dr. J.
Yeah, and this we know is a pretty quick Triforce. Wonder if he'll stick it out a bit longer. It was 3 blue whiz robes to the room below.
Oh, it's this room right here with the Gibdos is the Triforce.
Yeah, I just mean the next room in to sort of get into the rest of the dungeon was 3 blue whiz robes. That's when Thilotilo turned around and said enough is enough.
I see. And chat, what is level 5?
5 looks like a crane.
So I was going to say, if you look at the void on the left side, it looks like an elephant that is rearing its head up, and elephants don't roar. So whatever sound elephants make.
Okay.
And we've got chat out there, the claw or a KitchenAid mixer. Yeah, it could be a mixer.
Yeah, I could see that too. That's a good one.
But it's got a heart under the stair.
All right, so Dr. J is going to dig a bit deeper into this 4. Sort of same strategy as game 1.
And we've also got a misaligned microscope. That's an interesting one. Robot arm factory.
Well, so the white sword is not going to be the recorder.
Is that because we just found the recorder on the floor in 5?
We did, yep. So we've got the stair and floor item now. It's just a Triforce hunt here in 5.
So from the question in chat, how many items are in level 5? There are 2, one on the floor and one in the stair, and then also the Triforce. Unless, of course, we want to be snarky and count keys and bombs on the floor as items and a compass and a map.
I would say Thilotilo would take a compass right now in this room, but there was a key drop on the floor.
And chat is saying, oh, sorry, the answer was no items because they all had no value. I would argue a heart container can have value. The recorder, since we started with it, is of course just a stale breadstick.
Does this bomb up, or do we have to take a transport? Okay, so I think the room below is probably the transport. If it pushes, yeah. So it's a segmented 5.
I like to call that internally segmented.
And that's not it's not a very nice place for it to drop you. Prefer one side or the other. This is a tough room.
This is a very tough room. That red bubble is relentless, just not going to let Thilotilo go.
Oh, Darknut tried to turn at the last second.
Nice bomb work. That Darknut saw the bomb and was like, I'm getting away, and then poof, gone. Hey, did you say mugger?
Oh, that's another bomb. So down to 6 already as a max capacity. And I know that's one thing another commentator always likes to remark on is when you get 2Q back half and shapes or 1Q front half, you can get up to 5 muggers, I think it is, rolled into the seed, which is just a ton of muggers.
That's okay. How many people want to see 3 max capacity bombs?
Oh, nobody. That's awful. Although it is a 2Q9, so 2Q9 is, not as key or bomb heavy, which is nice. But that just feels bad.
It absolutely does.
We've been spending a lot of time in dungeons. We haven't seen a bunch of the overworld. Haven't seen any large secrets yet. The runners just keep stumbling across dungeons too quickly.
That's right. And we see the white sword that Thilotilo picked up out of level 2, aiding in making these dungeons go just a little bit faster.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really noticeable on things like Pole's voice and stuff where it's just a bunch of stabs, you're cutting it in half. Tilo would really like that if he had money.
If only Tilo hadn't paid the 59 rupees, they would still be short, unfortunately, because it's 110 for that bomb upgrade. Question from chat. I don't know Thilotilo. How likely is a magical sword run? I think Tilo is the type of runner where if they have enough hearts and the magical sword is accessible, they will grab it, but they may not go out of their way to hunt for hearts to get the magical sword.
Oh, these are just rooms you don't want to do.
No, this has been an unfortunately difficult level 5. A bow and arrow in here would work wonders for these Pole's voice rooms.
Yeah, and I think with these poles being the common enemy, if either runner finds a bow, I think arrows are on the table immediately.
I think that's going to depend on our large secret.
That's true.
I think Dr. J has had enough of level 4 and is going back to clear this room to pick up the Triforce.
Yeah, so far this has just been a very combat heavy seed. Really chunky rooms, lots of enemies to sword down.
Absolutely, and really that it leads to a almost pick your poison sort of thing. And right now the poison appears to be dark nuts for Thilotilo.
Yeah, blue dark nuts in an NSU room without a ladder.
I think the correct, oh my goodness, C-Rat Boy, I'm having trouble wordsing already. The correct answer to that is no.
Gonna shuffle the room, see if he can just sort of run through, get to the door. This is a save for last room. Tell the game that you have to, or make the game tell you have to come back.
Oof, unfortunate taking a death to that Dark Nut.
Yeah, that's a tough room to get through.
And Thilotilo out of level, whatever that was, 5, I believe.
Yep. Looks like we're saying no to 8. Did see a ladder block the one way, because going to the left was a shed room. I didn't see what was to the right.
I'm uncertain. Dr. J did pick up the wooden arrows, though.
And another medium secret.
And Chad is asking, where is level 1? We're not sure where level 1 is. We haven't seen it yet. In fact, I don't think we've seen level 1. Have we seen all the other levels? I think we may have.
I don't think we've seen 9 yet either. I think it's just 1 and 9 that we're missing. Just the bookends.
We also haven't seen the book.
Nope. All the old men are still saying they just read it for the articles.
Sure you do, Grandpa. Sure you do. 134 large secret. That's a good one.
And our tracker, Cami Renikai, noting that he has everything except for 1 and 9 as well. And one of the best in the business, so I trust him fully. All right, there's the heart out of the stair and 3 for Tilo, and Dr. J finds another take any on East Death Mountain. Up to 9 hearts. Tilo up to 10 hearts, so you know, a chance of being disappointed by not being able to pick up mags.
Oh, that chance of disappointment on mag starts right at 3 hearts and just goes all the way up to 14. Honestly, that's one of my favorite things to see is when a runner walks in, sees mags, and walks over it, even though they only have 3 hearts.
I don't think I've ever done that, but I should. Just for fun.
It's like the poor dog chasing that miniature covered wagon, and I'll just leave it at that for people who know the commercial.
All right, Tilo in another awkward room with bubbles.
Tilo being done with that awkward room and going to a less awkward room with 2 BMOs.
Yeah, only 3 red dark nuts though, so pretty quick work and a nice bomb refill as well. Unfortunately, can only take 2 of them because already down 2 bombs to muggers.
And that is one of the unfortunate things that Tilo is going to face in this seed, having the muggers ask for almost the maximum amount of rupees at 59, or giving up a bomb.
Yeah, and I'd say, you know, you could always, if you get enough rupees, go pick up one of those large secrets. You could run back to 5 and grab the bomb upgrade, but it's deep in there. I guess he'll have to go back for the Triforce anyway, so actually maybe that's a good play. He knows where the bomb upgrade is. It's pretty close after the transport.
That's right, and also, we believe it's either that blue Dark Knight room or the room beyond it that contains the Triforce. So,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, picking up that bomb upgrade will give them a full complement of bombs plus whatever the upgrade is. Hopefully for Thilotilo, should they choose to do that, the upgrade will be more than 2.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there was about 3 rooms after the after that NSU room, where you can bomb north from the bottom. So yeah, it's going to be somewhere there. But yeah, I think I would save 5 until I had money for that bomb upgrade, being at 6 already.
Thilotilo locked into this rude Triforce room. Having the any key already, there is nothing of value in here.
And to answer a question, chat, the range of the bomb upgrade is anywhere between 2 and 6. And I don't know for sure what the money range is, but I think it's like 75 to 120.
75 to 125 is the range.
125. I knew it was somewhere around there. Tilo making good work here. Nice patient combat against these Darknuts to get out of here.
That's right, and sometimes that's the best you can do in Zelda 1 is remember that patient combat is always better than taking a death combat.
Yeah, staying alive is the most important thing.
There's the Triforce in level 2 for Dr. J. They are moving on.
Alright, almost has one of the blue limos down. There we go.
And just so chat knows I'm paying attention, yes, the flute theme is Celeste's opera scene from Final Fantasy VI. And Dr. J, I believe, is still looking for the final item here in level 2, which we know to be the white sword.
Yeah, and we don't know where it is because it was during the first sort of freeze. But this is a ton of landmo rooms.
I'm going to say level 2 looks like a hand drill.
Yeah, I could see that. Alright, Thilotilo back in. Has he seen? I think.
This
I think
room
this
should
was
be
the boomerang.
Yeah, I think it's this one as well. Chat saying level 2 is a laser pistol. Dr. J picking up. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say the same thing. Dr. J picking up the Triforce out of 2. I assume we'll go back in and find the white sword.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go the opposite direction for these 3 rooms they didn't clear. There's the white sword. 1 room in, free on the floor. Dr. J going to walk it out to keep the hearts.
Yeah, that was a very, very free combat upgrade.
All right. In chat, we have the Shape in 2 as a corner shelf bracket. I could see that.
So I think Thilotilo has seen all of his levels that we have, except for 1 and 9. I don't think Dr. J has found 5, 7, or 8 yet. Hasn't been to the east side of the world.
Here's level 1 for Thilotilo.
Alright, this is hopefully a nice enemy set. We've only seen 2 of the enemy sets so far, so.
Lionels. I think that's nice.
I mean, it's a
Also-
change of pace.
That's right, and level 1 is the place to be because there's going to be 3 items in here. 2 floor, 1 stair.
Oh, somewhere between 5 and 6 HP ropes. That is tiny.
That is definitely tiny. Chat, what's that shape? I think it's a duck flying. We've got an Uzi or a ceiling-mounted gun.
Tilo did a good job there to keep the beam so that he'd be able to get the enemies on the outside of the T.
Dr. J has joined Thilotilo in level 1. Also, the ropes are 5 HP, because it was 2 sword swipes and a candle blast.
Ah, nice catch there.
I knew if I didn't point that out, chat wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.
Me either.
A hot glue gun. Okay, I can go with that.
Right.
Here's Patra.
And a potential push block. Oh, look at those Patrites melt, though.
That's how you know the Patrites have rolled down. Here's a stairwell for Dr. J. We know this will be the item.
Yeah, so this is all for naught for Thilotilo.
A super soaker. See, now we're being fun, and there's your raft, Rat Boy. I knew you were rooting for it.
Alright, so I didn't get my white sword item. You didn't get yours.
What do you mean? I don't think I put a guess in for the white sword item, unless I said maybe the, whatever
Recorder?
that thing was called, the recorder. No, I just said what would be most disappointing. I like to see the heart, so you get heart, 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 overworld.
Ooh,
Red
well, that is
ring.
nice to see.
Chat saying bow would be a funny white sword item. It would be really funny if the runners haven't found it by the time they've assembled the Triforce of Wisdom.
Alright, Thilotilo gonna find his red ring here.
Triforce for Dr. J.
Did Dr. J see a third item?
I'm not sure. Did they go in with 10 or 9 heart containers?
I thought
They went in with 9, because there's a heart container right above. I can't imagine Dr. J missed that. Let me rephrase that. I can't imagine him missing that, but I don't think that's happened. Okay, we have somebody in chat saying that we need to learn what funny means. Ratboy, what does funny mean?
Funny means funny for chat, not for runners.
There you go.
There's a big difference depending on which side of the screen you're on. And there's 9.
All right, all the dungeons have been accounted for. We just have a couple of items left to find.
Yeah, and so Dr. J will stumble across 7, 5, and 8 all really quickly. Thilotilo will stumble across 9 here, and you know, the only thing that could troll our runners. There's Meg's really close by too.
I found one troll. It's not 11.
Wow, so surprised. So the only thing that could troll us though would be the white sword item. Thilotilo will have all dungeon knowledge here in just a second.
I don't know, because I'm looking at things, and I think that it's possible, and just, go on a journey with me for what could troll the runners. Well, what happens if all of a sudden you can assemble the Triforce of Wisdom without the ladder? Then imagine the White Sword Cave is a ladder spot on the river, and the ladder is in level 9. And then, because putting bow as the White Sword item has upset people, let's make it silvers.
It's so mean.
Not at all. I'm positive that would also upset people, because if you don't want one required item to be the White Sword item, you probably don't want any other White Sword item to be required, or any other item to be the White Sword. Okay, you know what? I'm going to give up trying to words this. Chat knows what I'm trying to say, hopefully.
Oh yeah, we got you. Alright, where is Tilo going? To 5? Does he have enough for a bomb upgrade?
He does not have enough for a bomb upgrade, but maybe he's just... Oh my, do you see that?
Yeah, I didn't see that the first time through. Alright, so he's going to clean up some of the rooms down here that he didn't do the first time. Before heading back to the top.
Yeah, maybe one of these will either be the floor item, the Triforce, or just a compass to help out.
Yeah, I think no, we saw both items. So it's just either the compass or the Triforce, yeah.
See, silly me, I forgot that we saw the recorder, even after mentioning it twice. Here's the Triforce.
Well, that's a nice quick cleanup of 5. Dr. J into 8 here. Yeah, so it looks like there wasn't anything blocking to the right. Tilo just didn't want to... He wanted to try 5 first.
Well, if you have a choice between level 5, where you have like 3 rooms left, and level 8, where you have like all the rooms left.
Oh yeah, I mean even the first time. No, you never want to dig at 2Q8. It needs to be last on the list. And this was the entryway. This is why.
Oh, this room is an absolutely disgusting entryway. Do you know why, Ratboy?
Because if you up an A for any reason, you'll have to clear this again.
Even if you don't up an A, there's nothing in this room to keep this room dead. There's no bubbles, no traps, and dare I say, no hope?
Yeah, this is a room you only want to have to clear once, so if you're clearing this out, you're going to stick this out.
Oh boy. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That's an expensive bomb upgrade for 2 bombs.
So, if Thilotilo can manage to pull together 110 rupees, they can regain their 8 bomb capacity.
Yeah, now with Dr. J, although he'll probably stumble across the Triforce in 5 quicker, not going up to the top segment. But we'll probably stumble onto the 2 muggers in 7.
Well, that's the interesting thing. See, 110 rupees for a +2 bomb upgrade is not great. But when you consider the muggers are asking for 59 rupees or 1 bomb, it's actually cheaper to give up bombs and buy the bomb upgrade.
Yeah, that's a sad bomb upgrade.
Dr. J doing good work sorting down a manhandler.
Yeah, and this is unfortunate for Thilotilo. Because this is where...
Goodbye, hearts.
Yeah, and that's where that room respawns.
I think at this point, Thilotilo might be considering going back to 6 first to see if maybe they can pull something out of 6 to make things better. The red ring certainly being helpful, or maybe they will just head to a fairy fountain for a quick heal before dipping back in.
Yeah, I mean, the other option is, you know, do a little bit of overworld and see if you can find the white sword item.
Absolutely not a bad idea.
Alright, Dr. J finding another transport in 8. One of
Okay,
like...
I was going to say, chat, raise your hand if you're surprised about finding a transport in 2Q8. Go ahead, Rat Boy.
Yeah, I was just going to say one of like... I know you like to say like 5,000, something like that. I think it's closer to
No,
like 42, something like that, but...
Yeah, I've actually gone down from that because there's not 5,000 rooms. So we'll just say it's one of approximately all the transports possible.
Fair. Dr. J red bubbled too. Oh, and that's a one-off. Wow.
That happens in level 8 because there's 5 sets of transport stairs, 2 stairs that are one-way stairs and 2 item stairs. For those of you at home trying to calculate that, I'm going to help out. That is all the stairs, which I just said previously. Or if you really want me to do math, 14.
Yeah, So Dr. J will find 5 here. Still no sword, though.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to get the Triforce out of here without finding a blue bubble and getting their sword back. I didn't notice. How close to a fairy fountain were they?
They're pretty close, because this is 1Q8. So the desert fairy, isn't too far away.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't pop up to the desert fairy first. But only a little. I mean, what you do have to consider is this is a race. They are an hour and 1 minute in. They only have 4 Triforces. They don't have the bow. They don't have silvers. It's just feeling like this race is all shambles.
Yeah, and I don't remember, did Dr. J pull anything out of 6?
I think there was a heart container through one of the stairs. Like the stair
Oh,
right where Thilotilo is right now, I think there was a heart in the corner when they popped out of it.
That's right. I do remember that one. Oh, maybe not. But yes, no, I do remember it is in a reverse C.
So that just leaves a stair item and then the Triforce to find. Dr. J using all of their bombs in an attempt to keep going in this level 5. Finds the recorder, leaves it sitting on the floor. What a shame.
Yeah, and I don't... I think the stair item was for that? The stair heart?
Quite possibly. I think Dr. J is going to work on getting their sword back. Digging dungeons without a sword is something I don't recommend you do, unless your name happens to have a type of tank in it. Thilotilo with the Triforce out of 6 is heading back to level 8 to do battle with the Spiral of Doom.
We do have another runner in chat that does like to go swordless as well, saying that he would recommend just forgoing it. No big deal.
That's right. And if anybody doesn't know who we're talking about, it's Special K. If you would like to see some swordless shenanigans, go watch Special K. They will show them to you. But for now, we are watching Dr. J and Thilotilo putting on a round 2 match. Dr. J won the first round. Will Thilotilo come back and win this game to force the game 3?
Hey, and we got a raid from Stewie Cartman. Thank you, Stewie.
And welcome, Raiders. Thank you for joining our race that is in progress. This is a Game 2 race between Dr. J, PhD, and Thilotilo. Dr. J just now purchasing a potion, so the next time they get red bubbled, they will have a way to lift that curse. Thilotilo, being down 1 game, is fighting for their tournament life right now. And I was just about to remind chat that the best way they can support these runners is by giving them a follow and showing up in their stream and just saying hi. A lot of these runners would greatly appreciate you showing up, saying hi, asking random things about Zelda 1, and even showing up if they are not streaming Zelda 1, because these runners don't just exclusively run the Zelda 1 randomizer. Here's one of those muggers for Dr. J. And while you're out following people, follow our tracker Camion Rinakai. Without Camion, I wouldn't have any idea where anything is in this seed, but to be honest, this is my 2nd seed in a row, so I already have less of an idea than usual. And follow my co-com Ratboy. Ratboy is up here helping me keep things straight and making sure that I don't say things that are too terribly wrong.
Yeah, and so unfortunately, Tilo found a one-way into a Triforce room and got bubbled. Okay, there's a blue bubble, though.
There's the any key for Dr. J. About to find out that this is one of the friendliest level 7s in existence.
Yeah. Yeah, super item room there.
And up to 12 hearts, they have an attempt to lift the magical sword. Should they choose to try, we know 11 was not enough.
Yeah, so for us, we know it's a 33% chance.
Dr. J has had first mugger, and now Dr. J has had second mugger.
It looks like he did money for the first one, but had to give up a bomb.
No, it was bomb and bomb. Dr. J has been broke.
Ooh. Well, good thing he bought the 2-bomb upgrade, so, now he's just back to 8.
So chat, we don't know where some of the items are in this seed. Help us out. Where is the bow? And where is the ladder? And how about those silver arrows? Put your guesses in now for a chance to win some sweet, sweet internet points.
Yeah, so what haven't we seen? We haven't seen any items in 4, I don't think. We haven't seen 1 item in 6, and 3 items in 8. And the 2 and 9, of course.
They are all in level 9 is my favorite guess, because there's only 2 items in level 9, and I asked about 3 of them. My favorite thing is that it shows that chat also is not really licensed to do math on stream.
And we're getting calls for raft blocked ladder white sword item. Thilotilo gonna melt down another Patra here. Oh, that feels so good.
Honestly, with the magical sword, those Patras will melt like butter. Chat suggesting that the letter should be part of the item pool.
More things to track.
I think that it might be possible to have the letter in the item pool, but I am not sure. Perhaps somebody with better randomizer knowledge can let me know. Also, Triforce pickup for Dr. J out of level 7. Bait block in level 8, not required.
Yep, but how about a four-headed Gleeok?
There is no joy in level 8, only Gleeok.
Red ring, white sword. You just stand in the middle and just tank it.
That's right. Red ring is what I affectionately call face tank mode. Thank you for the raid, Equations 19, and welcome raiders. You are joining an in-progress match between Dr. J, PhD, and Thilotilo. This is a game 2 of a double header. Dr. J took the first game.
And Thilotilo having to skip that because of the red bubbles again.
I am just smiling because chat says its name is Gleeok. Glee is right there in the name.
Really nice bombs by Tilo.
A good clock for Dr. J. Another transport for Tilo. I think that might be the 18th one they've seen here in level 8.
And how about another Patra?
I think chat likes to see lots of Patras.
I think Thilotilo would really like to see a blue bubble.
Chat asking if Dr. J's clock is blurry. Dr. J's clock is blurry when I have my glasses on. If I take my glasses off, I'm no longer able to tell if the clock is blurry.
Alright, so I think the last blue bubble Thilotilo saw was like under the L on the top row. But then there was 2 rooms of red bubbles to get through without getting bopped if he wants to clear out this side.
I believe so. Dr. J has found the heart under the stair in level 5. They are up to 13 hearts, which means they have... Oh goodness, I have to do math on stream. Please hang on. A 2 in 3 chance of picking up the magical sword based on our knowledge. Or, if the seed is going to be Trolly, a 0% chance of picking it up and a 100% chance of disappointment.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dr. J skipped the... I can't remember if it was 6 or 8 blue dark nuts in the desert floor in the bottom right corner. So is going to see this top half. Oh, maybe not. This could be good.
The hand says, please go back to start. Wall Masters are the misunderstood enemies.
This could be very good for him, though.
Oh, it absolutely could. Because he might go to this blue dark nut room and clear that first.
No.
Or not. But as I was saying, Wall Masters are a very misunderstood enemy. They don't actually damage you, they simply drop you back off at the beginning of the dungeon, which is their way of saying they have found a poor lost soul here in a dungeon and are simply trying to help you get back. Thilotilo explaining to the bombs vendor that they are unhappy with their prices, a sword swipe to the face. That's right, chat. It's Schrodinger's sword. We do not know how much it costs until they attempt to pick it up.
All right, Dr. J going to hop back into the transport. Um,
We have chat calling for an all Patra randomizer option. I think that's been suggested before by at least one member of our chat. It looks like we're trying to get Dr. J's stream a little bit higher quality for you, chat.
we still have not seen any floor items or any stair items here in 8.
This level 8 is definitely giving Thilotilo the business as Dr. J finds the third mugger giving up a third bomb.
Oh, dude, really good job to avoid those red bubbles there. And these are the 2 rooms that Thilotilo is going to have to get by so we can clear out that side.
In case chat is wondering, Dr. J has slightly modified sprites. They don't affect the play of the game, but we're talking about like the border around the items or the way the blocks look on the floor.
Yeah, I really like the way the blocks look, the push blocks.
And we see Dr. J with the red ring face tanking this blue Darknut room. We know this NSU room is a bust. Dr. J is about to find that out.
Let's give him a compass though. Hey, look
Of
at that.
course. Well, I think he was almost out of rooms.
Hey,
And now he's about to find out the other bad news.
There was 2 rooms left.
Ladder in level 8. That's one.
All right, that's it. So that's a big find. Not hard required yet, but a very big find. But we are still looking for the 2 very hard required items.
That's right. While it's possible to complete a seed without the ladder, you will never complete a seed in this tournament without having both the bow and the silver arrows.
All right, so it looks like what's he doing? Oh, are we gonna get a Megs check? Megs at 12? What do you think, chat? Is it gonna work? Or not? I wonder if we're leaving 8. Oh no, Meg. Oh right, this is Megs here. As Smile, no. This he does not have items other than a very very early white sword.
Yeah, this seed does have items. It's just most of them are heart containers.
And yet 12 of those hearts is still not enough to lift a sword.
So that gives Dr. J a 50-50 chance at this point.
Alright, looks like we're white sword item hunting. Enter question chat. Yep, we've got Dr. J's audio. It's just a little bit quieter than Thilotilo's.
And Dr. J getting a hand back to the beginning of level 8.
That is tough.
Thilotilo picking up a secret. 2 rupees, don't spend it all in one shop.
I mean, if this is a full-blown white sword item hunt, you know, should come across some large secrets. Hey, look at that. Big money on the raft.
The raft is a happy raft tonight, at least for the first spot.
And Tilo also saw where the bomb upgrade was in 8. Still has to go back in.
May have enough rupees.
There's a chance to get his 2 bombs back.
I like how chat is suggesting the silence is unsettling. Quick, ask the comms questions so they have to fill up the silence.
Alright, so where's this white sword item gonna be there, Adam?
Do you really want me to take a guess at it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. It's going to be a power bracelet still in level 8 somewhere, and it will be Bogey's arrow up on Death Mountain.
Oh. Alright. Let's go the ladder spot closest to the waterfall.
Thank you for the raid, Tabby Orange. Welcome, Raiders. You are joining Game 2 of Dr. J, PhD versus Thilotilo. We are currently looking for the bow and the silver arrows, and apparently most of the items in this seed, and Thilotilo letting the old man know that 14 hearts means you will get stabbed with the white sword as many times as possible.
Yeah, that's such a shock that Megs rolled to 14.
I mean, can you imagine Mags being 14 on this randomizer? That never happens, does it, Rat Boy?
I've never seen a 14 heart Megs in my life.
Back into 8 for Thilotilo. And we've got a call for bow and silvers in 9 because it's the dream.
Alright, so how many times between our runners have we cleared these 6 blue dark nuts?
Approximately every time they've come into level 8 because it's required to get into level 8.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what's on the other side of the Chevy. I think Tilo has seen it from the other side. Because he, with the ladder now, could go left, but I assume, you know, there's nothing there for him.
I'm not sure. Maybe Tilo came because Tilo was in here for an incredible amount of time. It's possible they got all the way to the bottom of the 2 columns on the left and saw there's nothing over there.
Yeah, so last time, just before he left, when he opened up his menu, I saw he had seen everything except for, I think, the 3 rooms in the middle of the swirl.
So he's looking for the cinnamony goodness in the middle of the swirl. Here's the ladder for Dr. J.
Yep, sure he's happy with that find. Deep here in this 8.
Well, there's the bomb upgrade. Thilotilo back to 8 bombs.
I'm sure he's thrilled about that bomb upgrade too. This game is just giving everything up. Oh,
Expert red bubble dodging by Dr. J. Meanwhile, Thilotilo gets a hand back to start. Hey look, Rat Boy, guess which room is being cleared?
yeah, the 6 blue dark nut. Again and again and again.
Chat asking, will he go right for the compass? I'm pretty sure the runners at this point would take the compass, the Triforce, anything to get them out of this Dungeon of Doom.
Yeah, and this is the side that I don't know if Thilotilo actually made it back down here to clear out this whole edge where Dr. J is right now.
I believe we saw Thilotilo destroy that Aquamentus with some bombs.
Yeah.
However, going up here is a place Thilotilo has not been. Second item, red candle, let's go.
And this is a room that I'm almost positive Tilo didn't clear on Dr. J's side, so.
Well, nobody likes to clear a blue lagoon.
And yeah, and he was cursed at the time, so. Sword.
Well, that makes it slightly harder.
Yeah, this would be a lot of bombs.
Okay. Triforce found by Thilotilo. They're going to push one room past to see if it's the item. Guess what? It's not.
So, item on Dr. J's side, it's a wand.
It's a wand. So on the positive side, we have went from almost no items found to finding 2 items in level 8, neither of which are required. Dr. J still looking for the Triforce. Thilotilo out and running away. No bow, no silvers. Chat. It could be level 9.
Yeah, so we still have, what did I say before? 1 and 6 and 2 and 4 and the white sword item.
And the raft. Surprise, chat, the raft is useless. Oh, chat saying the compass is ladder blocked in the Chevy.
Oh, okay. Alright, so back into 4.
I approve of this play.
Yep. I mean, the one thing that caught Tilo up in game 1 was skipping a ton of items. So definitely a little more thorough. Game 2, I don't know if it's just the way that the seed is played out, or, you know, a little bit of a strategy change, but...
So, I wasn't paying attention. Did Tilo skip the heart container on the coast?
No, he grabbed it to try mags at 12.
I see. So
And
that
then he
means
found a
Dr.
take
J
in.
doesn't have it yet. So Dr. J can go pick that up and guarantee themselves the magical sword.
Oh yeah, that's heart number 14. So that the heart from the take any at the beginning, instead of the candle, going to be a Megs play. Although, did he see it? Did he see Megs in the Eastern Forest?
He probably did. More than likely just rounding out the checks over here before going for it. And if I'm wrong, then no. It'll turn out that Dr. J has not seen Mags and is still looking.
How did that Vire bat not die to the candle? Like 3 times.
That's
never
a special
seen
bat. You know, Rat Boy, I think we are tonight with these two games finding several interesting glitches.
Yeah, I've never seen a bat be able to just fly through your fire. Answer a question, chat. Yeah, so those are the Quest 1 bubbles. The ones that sort of flicker between red and blue. Those are the ones that just take away the sword for 5-6 seconds. And then there's the second quest bubbles that stay solid red or solid blue.
Yeah, it's definitely the flashy bubbles. And the way you can tell how long they last for is just play the whistle. It's exactly one whistle tune. And that's been your tip from the day for the day. Everyone is welcome.
TIL. Alright, Dr. J back in this 6. He did dig a bunch of it out the first time through. So this should be a pretty quick cleanup.
This should be the item in level 4 for Thilotilo. It's
Oh,
the wooden
man.
boomerang. Here we go, chat.
So we are getting awfully close to White Sword in 9 territory. Yeah, so we still have a floor item here in 4. And then there's a stair in 6, I believe. And then white sword item and 2 items in 9 is all that's left.
And 2 of those 4 items are absolutely required.
Two of those items are 100% required. And what else do we got left? So the power bracelet, the book, and that's it. So
Power bracelet, book, bow, and silvers.
So everything left
And-
is an item, no hearts left on the table. Right?
We've seen all the hearts. We have not seen the floor item in 4. What room did Thilotilo skip?
Yeah, gotta be closing this 4 out pretty soon.
Question in chat from Indy. What if we randomly have shapes that just happen to roll exactly like 2Q? Then the commentators get to be completely confused. One of the
Okay,
items is in level 6.
One of the items is in level 6. One of the items is not in 4. So, but that book comes in handy in 9. It is a second quest, so we only get 1 hint. But that hint could be silvers.
That hint will not be the bow.
That hint will not be the bow.
The real question is, what will Thilotilo do?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, this is not 6. Oh, it looks like we're back on the white sword hunt.
And we have the Triforce out of level 6 for Dr. J. Chat calling from the maximum amount of chaos that could be left in this seed. And that would be the power bracelet in 9 to find the white sword item under a power bracelet spot, because of course chat wants that kind of craziness. Large secret for Thilotilo.
So yeah, I guess there's one more heart out there. White sword item in 2 and 9 is heart silver's power bracelet.
Back into 4 for Dr. J. Following that clear everything strategy they did in the first game.
Alright, this is the spot that I think the white sword item is. Nope.
That's okay, there's 2 river spots. It could be this one.
River's a bust. So now there can't be that many checks left. We know Dr. J has been up here to East Death Mountain.
Now that's a question I can't answer in chat. Can lag prevent a bomb wall from opening up? I don't know. I know there are things that you can do that will cause actions to be skipped.
All right. 14 hearts for Thilotilo. He is guaranteed a magic sword now. The old man can't tell him no again, as much as the old man would like to.
There is a white sword item hint somewhere in Hyrule.
That's true.
However, with the old man saying not being understood, I'm not sure either of our runners would have notated that on their tracker.
Yeah, but Thilotilo probably has hint shops tracked, so maybe able to get a bow hint to send him back into 6.
Possibly. With a wallet topped out, I wouldn't be surprised if they're beelining a hint shop. Here we go, chat. Ladder in 8, surprise.
Yeah, it's a low percentage play, but still worth it.
Raft not required, we knew that.
And we knew that.
Alright, so far on the night, we are 0 for 3 on hints being helpful. Will Thilotilo go to the other hint shop? The answer is yes.
Alright, bow hint. Bow hint. Okay, so that's good to know. So the white sword item is a heart.
White sword item.
So,
Alright.
So silvers are in 9, bow is in 6.
Good news, bad news, depending on how many different items Thilotilo has tracked.
And power bracelet is in 9 then as well.
Question in chat, did we have a level at the grave? I don't believe so.
No. No, we had 6 was the Grave Armos.
Let's get some mags hype in chat. Thilotilo picks up the magical sword. Dr. J, I believe, beelining that sword as well.
I'm still gonna say that if the old man could, he would have said, "No, you still can't pick it up."
Thilotilo into level 9. We know this is not the answer. Thilotilo does not. It is a 2Q9, so it is smaller. But without the bow, this play might end up being the game. We're gonna just have to wait and find out, chat. Will Dr. J continue to dig the overworld looking for the white sword item? I hear a roar.
Yeah, that's a quick Ganon. Alright, Dr. J back in 1.
I don't think Dr. J got the raft out of here.
Okay.
Or maybe they didn't get the heart container? They didn't get something.
That was, I thought they got the raft. They both got the raft. The one that I wasn't sure about was the heart container, just one north and one left of where the Triforce was. Tilo really does need to find both items here. Pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, didn't Tilo just see the door for the kidnapped?
Yep. Yeah, so has Ganon and Zelda. Now looking for silvers and a power bracelet.
I'm not sure how many other items Thilotilo has outstanding. I don't know if they have anything... Like, I know they have everything out of 7. I believe they have...
They don't have the 1.
Still in 8.
Yeah.
And they have a missing item in 6.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, floor item in 6 or floor item in 8. Or sorry, stair item in 6 or floor item in 8.
And the one hint we find in level 9, a complete dud for Thilotilo. Really doesn't matter. I mean, there's no hint that's going to help Thilotilo in level 9.
No, I guess, I mean, with 4 items outstanding, you know, both of your items could be outside of here. So Silver's him would be nice.
So Thilotilo did get the hint about the white sword. What other items does Thilotilo have outstanding?
So stair in 6, floor in 8, and 2 and 9. So it'll be power bracelet, bow, silvers. And what was it in 8? Wand.
Yeah, Tilo has a fair amount of coverage in level 8. I'm not sure the coverage in level 6. Honestly,
yeah.
I think that would determine which place they go back to. Except for the fact they know level 8 is a tremendous amount of combat, even having magical sword.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Dr. J has the magical sword, heading towards level 9.
Pretty sure, did that one just take him one room backwards to a one-way?
Maybe. It looks like the Princess and Prince Darkness are right next to each other, or within one room of each other. That's not necessarily a good thing if you can bomb into the room with Ganon.
Alright, so Dr. J, searching for the white sword item.
So this is good news for Thilotilo with Dr. J searching for the white sword item, but I believe Dr. J is also going to look for hints, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if he's seen the hint shops or not.
Either way, the clock is ticking for Thilotilo.
Yeah, this 2Q9 is not being very open.
Yeah, having the kidnapped and Ganon in the middle of 9 is not necessarily great.
No, I got caught in that side and couldn't really get out of it. But now we're making our way through the right cheek here. Have already knocked off a couple of the transports. And Dr. J has to be getting pretty close to sort of full clear of the overworld for the spots that he can get to. All right, there's the silvers. Now, how long to find the power bracelet?
If you're in the court of wanting Thilotilo to win, either because they are your favorite runner or you just want to see a game 3, you want the power bracelet immediately, and then you want them to make the move to go to 6. If, however, you believe in the education of Dr. J, PhD, you don't want that to happen. You want Dr. J to give up on the white sword item and get into level 9 right away.
Yeah, this is still anyone's race. An hour 45 in, and we can't say who's in the lead. Heal looks in the lead because he's in 9, but has to go back to 6 and dig the stair item out. And he has 2 options for places to go. Dr. J needs to go by the hint to find out what the white sword item is, so that he gets right into 9.
Or at least deduce that the white sword item is power bracelet blocked by clearing the rest of the overworld.
Yeah.
And chat makes a good point. Really, we can say a lead right now. I would give a slight advantage to Dr. J unless Thilotilo goes back to level 8, in which case I would say Dr. J has a huge advantage.
Yep, I'd agree with that. Alright, so we've got the right ear cleared out, the right cheek cleared out. I believe one of the transports took Tilo up into the left ear. So now it's sort of the block around Ganon and Zelda. But one bomb, Tilo not wanting to use it.
That's right. This is a case where I have trouble playing Zelda. If you can count to 10, however, you can make this work for you.
Alright, this one opens.
Dr. J into level 9. This is the correct decision. Thilotilo on a huge clock now. And by huge clock, I mean a clock that is counting down very quickly.
Yeah, now that Dr. J has abandoned the white sword item hunt. Unless he finds the power bracelet first.
Oh boy, wouldn't that be exciting, chat?
That would be very trolly for Dr. J. Potential stare here for Tilo. It pushes. Is this the item? It is.
There it is, the power bracelet found by Thilotilo. Now Thilotilo knows level 9 is not the answer for them. Will they go to 6? Question in chat, where's the game audio? We have switched back to Dr. J, and Dr. J's audio is very faint for a lot of people.
Yeah, I hear it just fine, but... Yep, Dr. J has Ganon and Zelda. And I think
That's right. I think
there's
this is getting closer and closer to Dr. J's race to lose. However, if they happen to stumble into that power bracelet, they might leave and look for the white sword item.
all right. Where is Teal's
Thilotilo
gonna?
buying bombs. I don't blame them.
Yep, bombs, and then where are we gonna record her to? So Dr. J is sort of stuck in the same trolley spot that Thilotilo got stuck in at the beginning of this 9. That's 7.
Tilo
All right.
recorders to 7. They appear to be going to 6.
Yeah.
And we have chat pointing out that the way that the sound is being done, it's possible that Dr. J's audio is just being completely canceled out for some people, such as me.
Yeah, and so unfortunately, Teal back into 8.
Oh no. Tilo looking for the floor item in here. I don't think they have enough time to get to that, get back to 6, and then return to 9. I could be wrong though, chat. Chat, am I wrong?
No, I think, well, there's the silver, so Dr. J will have this wrapped up in just a second. Tilo does have this narrowed down to just a handful of rooms, so this won't take long, but unfortunately, it's just a bit too late.
I like how chat was like, yes, no, maybe. Don't worry, chat. I'm a commentator. I'm often wrong.
All right, Dr. J just making his way back to Ganon. Megs in hand, silvers in hand.
Red ring. This would have to be the trolliest of trolls for Dr. J to not pull this off. But until the kidnapped is rescued, we can't call the winner.
All right, can we bomb in from this side? No.
We have chat already calling it. What a surprise. Honestly, this is one heck of a lead. It would be the stuff of legends if Thilotilo could come back from this.
Yeah, I mean, again, it just came down to gambling on both items in 9 in this seed 2, and it just didn't work out for Tilo.
Really not the worst gamble when you consider I think they only had 4 items outstanding.
Yeah. Once they got the hint that the white sword item was a heart container, it was a 50-50 shot on both items. But
All right, let's get our GGs in chat for Dr. J PhD, your race 2 and series winner tonight. And I believe Thilotilo is going to finish this out. Coming into the room with the dark nuts, I believe this was the wand room.
yep. All right, so Thilotilo needs to go back into 6.
Yeah, they're out of locations. They know it's not the white sword. Or, they know it's not the white sword item.
Yeah, this
and
is.
We are joined by our race winner, Dr. J, PhD. Dr. J, GG's.
Thank you, and
GG's.
We're all glad this was over.
This was a lot of sword stabbing. There was just so much combat in every one of these dungeons.
Oh yeah, just so much combat. Getting white sword does not help enough. And yeah, no way I wasn't gonna get mags.
Yeah, and Thilotilo actually stumbled across 2 right away. So within like 4 or 5 minutes had that white sword. So I had it for quite a bit before you did. You did a lot of the dungeons on wood sword and just stabbing at dark nuts and gorillas and pancakes and bunnies everywhere.
Yeah, and then throwing myself at 5 with no sword and just hoping I run into a blue one. Yeah,
and the first time you got wall mastered from the top section, we said, this could be really good because we knew where the Triforce was. And then you went back up. But yeah, it was well played. Both seeds just came down to Teal gambling a bit more heavy into items in 9. So this one, he was missing the floor in 8, the wand out of 8, and then the bow out of 6, and went to 9 and found both items.
Yeah, you gotta go in there with a bow at least, because even though that could be a 9, it's not really something you want to bet on.
Yeah, 2 items in 9 is a tough gamble, but if both items are there, he would have had a 5 or 6 minute lead into 9 on you. But yeah, you played it well. You were thorough through all the dungeons, and that's what paid off.
Yeah, I was just trying to track down. I think it was the bow was the last item in each one that I needed to get, and yeah, that's about all I got to say on that one.
So there was a hint. In both seeds, Thilotilo bought all the hints. In the first seed, the hints were absolutely useless. In the second seed, there was a hint for the white sword item being power bracelet blocked, and that it was a heart container. So that actually narrowed the items to, I believe, again, as Rapaway said, there was 1 outstanding here in 6 and a stair, and the floor item in 8.
Yeah, and that's a pretty good gamble to have. That was the only thing that I didn't know was white sword item, and then 2 and 9, and was hoping that that I was going to find the white sword item first, because I didn't want that to be silvers, and then it turned out it was bracelet blocked, and I didn't have that anyways. Didn't need it.
Oh, it could have been. One of the things we were wondering is if you had come across the power bracelet first in level 9, would you dip out and go check the power bracelet spots? I suppose it would have depended on your coverage in level 9.
Yeah, I think if I had mostly cleared 9 and found that as the first item, I might have done that. But if I was pretty early in, I would have just stuck with 9.
Seems like a reasonable play either way. This is just a case of gambles gone wrong.
Yeah. If Tilo got the bow earlier, then that would have blown up in my face being that thorough. But
yeah, you guys are both very evenly matched in your gameplay. This just came down to finding the necessary items, and this seed especially did not want to give up any of the necessary items until the very, very end.
Very begrudgingly so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and we see Thilotilo has just picked up their bow and on the way back to 9, I believe.
Yep. Silver's already in hand. Ganon and Zelda both already mapped out. This will be a quick finish.
Yeah, especially the latter two that just opened up the rest of this. You have to take one staircase and then a one-way staircase, and then the two that were in the northwest, I didn't bother taking those. Might have saved a little time, but just fighting through everything to get there.
Yeah, how did you like the 6 blue dark nuts at the start of 8 that you both had to clear multiple times?
Yeah, required with wood sword for my case. Yeah.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Yeah, you better be really good at your combat for that one.
And here's Ganon for Thilotilo. 4 swipes of the magical sword will make the big piggy cry uncle. A single silver arrow will reduce the big piggy to bacon crumble, and the Triforce of Power will be available. Dead piggy.
And not sure if it's going to be visible on camera. Appropriate late night dinner. BLTs.
Nice.
There you go. And get our GGs in chat for Thilotilo, the race runner-up tonight, rescuing the kidnapped. And joining us now, Thilotilo, GGs.
GG's.
GG.
Very much.
That was a slog of a seed.
That was a fun one. Full clearing everything. The 8 hiding the ladder. That was just mwah.
Yeah, we were saying when Dr. J came in first, it's like this one was just sword swing after sword swing in every dungeon. Bunnies being the common enemy, Wizrobes in at least 3, if not 4. Blue dark nuts.
Of 14 heart mags.
14 heart mags, and the 6 blue dark nuts to start off 8 that you had to clear every time you needed to up an A and try to take another path.
Yeah, and they enjoyed locking you in those Chevy rooms so that you'd have to up an A. It was just a beautiful thing. Let me tell you, what I'll say is, GG Dr. J, you good luck in the next round. You earned this victory by completing this seat.
Thanks. Yeah, it's. I don't know if this was so much of a win as survive.
Hey, it's March. What's the March Madness? Whatever. Survive in advance.
Yep.
That's the point.
So, just to shout it out, Thilotilo, GG's, you sub-2'd that seed.
Oh, I was staring at that clock for the last 2 minutes of that, hoping I could pull the sub 2. I was happy.
Yeah, both of you very evenly matched in your gameplay. Tilo, it came down to a little more gambling on items.
Yeah, and then I decided to clear the world for the white sword item, and didn't get that. Only to find when I found the book, doing a deep dive of 4, and then find out, oh, a feat of strength will lead to the heart container. So this whole clear I've been doing was for a heart container. Yippee.
Yeah. Yeah, when you bought that hint, we said, well, I mean, that's good because now you can stop the overworld. Dr. J did the same thing. Didn't want to go into 9 without the white sword item. Didn't buy the hints, but I think just cleared out every overworld spot that he had access to. So
Yeah, that's what I did. Full cleared everything I could.
yeah, this was a full clear from both of you. Yeah, it was heck of a race. Both races were very close. Came down to a lucky item.
What's funny is I did a meta play. I did a couple of meta plays by thinking, okay, it's taken this long to go. Now I know that the ladder in 8 is a problem, but what else is there? Well, I knew that the last item in 8 was all the way at the end, behind everything and behind the red bubbles that you couldn't get through, so you're gonna have to push them through and whatever. And I was like, all right, if it's taking this long to finish, that must be where the item is. So that's why I decided to go 8 before 6 at the end there, as that was the meta play, and it was the wrong one.
Oh, okay, and we weren't sure because we knew that you had the one stair in 6 and then the floor in 8. We knew that you had to have the 8 down to 2 of those rooms that you couldn't clear when you didn't have the sword the first time through, maybe.
Yeah, the only places I hadn't cleared at that point were the 2 Chevy rooms and the Dark Nut room, and I didn't remember this at the time, but when I went into the Chevy rooms to clear them, they went dark, so I knew that the item wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, we just weren't sure if it was because you knew basically you had that one really narrowed down versus 6. But
Yeah, this was quite the slog. I had a couple of questions about game 1, but I will be honest, after this second seed, I have forgotten all of game 1. I'm gonna have to go rewatch it.
Yeah, 1 was almost the polar opposite of this one. Like, went pretty smooth for me, at least. Except for having to go back and try to find the bow, but yeah.
Yeah, I was in 9 at like the 50-minute mark in Seed 1, and then 20 minutes later, still looking for the bow. Did pretty much a full clear of what I could find in 9. I never found the map, and I was having bomb trouble, so I only got so far. I mean, I had every possible opening figured out, every possible staircase figured out, but there was still an item hiding there that I was afraid was the bow, but I'd given up at that point. Since I got the book out of 9, I decided to go check hints to see if it would give me the bow. It did not.
Yeah, tonight I think the hint shops came up with what I always say. Everybody always says, "Oh, the hints will be helpful," and I will counter with, "No, the hints will be truthful. They may not be helpful."
Well said.
yeah,
So-
so with
Oh, go ahead, Rapway.
I was just gonna say, so with that, Dr. J, you move on to face Jam Evil next round. How you feeling going into that matchup?
I mean, I'm feeling pretty good, but Jam's the 6th seed for a reason. He's been pretty legendary with Zelda Randomizer, so looking forward to putting on a good show there.
Yep, it should be a great match to watch.
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, will say at least good luck, Dr. J. It's Randomizer. I believe that Randomizer is any given seed you can win.
Yeah, we've seen it happen even like week 4 for me. There was how close that one was too.
I mean, and now that we're in the brackets, everybody here has got a level of talent that says anybody could beat anybody, even if, it's not a 50-50, obviously, but, by making it this far, you've definitely got the skills to compete with anybody.
Yeah.
But GG, I was hoping to get 1 win in this tournament, and so making the brackets was far beyond what I imagined was possible. And so I'm super thrilled with how this whole thing has gone. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and good luck the rest of the way, Dr. J.
Thanks, and thanks for being part of it too.
All right. Did either of you have any final thoughts on the 2 seeds tonight?
No thoughts on the seeds. Thanks just again to all the volunteers, to all you guys in the booth, and everybody who's volunteered throughout the whole tournament. Just, you guys are awesome, make things go. I don't have the opportunity to volunteer very often, and so I know that, it's a commitment, and I appreciate all of you who jump in and help make this thing run.
Yeah, pretty much said what I was going to say there, and especially with trying to get as much together as we've had this tournament too.
Well, let me just say thank both of you for racing, because quite frankly, if you're not out here racing, there's no need to volunteer, because there's nothing to restream, there's nothing to watch, and it leaves chat just sad and making sad chat noises, which we don't like. Rapboy, did you have any final thoughts tonight?
No, so I'll just say GG's to both Dr. J, PhD, and Thilotilo. Heck of a couple of races there. And yeah, great fun to watch and commentate the second one. So why don't you take us home, Adam?
Absolutely, Rapboy. Thank you very much. So chat, let me start with saying go follow these runners. Not only did they put on an amazing game 1, they slogged through an incredibly awful game 2 seed just for your entertainment. They deserve your follow. Take a moment to follow Cammy and Renikai. Cammy's been up here with me for both seeds, tracking everything, making sure we all know where all the items are. That's a very important job, and in fact, without that job being filled, we do not get restream. follow my co-com Ratboy. Ratboy also participated in this tournament, and though I believe they saw their tournament life come to an end at the hands of one Jess Andy, they are still out there playing Z1R and, quite frankly, doing better than I do in that game. And I would also like to give a special shout out to SpeedGaming. Thank you, SpeedGaming, for hosting us on your family of networks. Without you, we're not being restreamed at all. And also, thank you, chat. Without chat here to enjoy this, we could be putting on a stream, but really there would be less of a point to it, because really it's all about making sure chat is having a good time. And with that, we are being brought to a close of this SpeedGaming 4 special presentation of the Zelda 1 Randomizer 2024 Winter Tournament. This has been a doubleheader between drjayphd and Thilotilo. The first game was relatively fast, with Dr. J taking a win, followed by an absolute slugfest of Game 2, again with Dr. J pulling out a win and closing out this series 2-0. Dr. J is going to move on in the tournament and will face Jam Evil in the next round. Chat, with all the great work we saw Dr. J do tonight, let's wish them the greatest of luck against Jam and show up to give them our support. And while Thilotilo may be out of this tournament, that doesn't mean they're done with Zelda 1. Let's give them a follow, show up in their stream, and otherwise encourage them to continue doing great things. And I expect in the next tournament, both Thilotilo and Ratboy will be there. And so, for myself, JXB Adam, Ratboy42, my co-com, and our tracker, Cammy and Renekai, I wish chat the greatest of evenings, the best of days, and have a wonderful night. Good night, chat.
Take care.